Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to talk to you guys for a few minutes about LeBron James, the best basketball player in the world, in my opinion. This guy is a phenomenal basketball player. You talking about a walking triple double. We've never seen a talent like this, man. Three-time MVP, back to back to back. Oh, wait a minute. He didn't win three MVPs. That's right, he won two. And last year he didn't win it. I keep forgetting about that. I'm being a little facetious here, but the reason why he didn't win it, in my opinion, is because the decision he made. When he did the hour decision and then he went down to Miami, a lot of people that voted for him didn't like the fact that he did that, and I felt like he kind of cheated himself out of an MVP, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Like I've said before in previous videos, LeBron James should have won the MVP last year. I mean, period. He should have been the regular season MVP. The only argument that I can say, and I'm not saying Derrick Rose is not a deserving candidate because he is. He was a great player. He had a great year. But LeBron James had a better year, period. But he had, Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade on his team. And when he did the decision and everything, it put a lot of sour taste in people's mouths. And the only argument that I'll give Derrick Rose, he did beat the Miami Heat three times. He did beat LeBron James head to head three times. But everything else, LeBron was a better offensive player, defensive player, all across the board. LeBron was a better player. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about. I watch LeBron James, all of his games. He is my favorite basketball player to watch. He really is. And this guy, I've never seen anything like this, man. I mean, you talking about at the small forward position. You talking about the most talented small forward, obviously, the biggest small forward, the strongest small forward, the quickest small forward, the fastest at his position. I mean, he can do it all, man. And to me, I think he's the best scorer in the NBA. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, and they're going to say, oh, what about Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony? I think LeBron is the best scorer. Now, if you're going to sit there and say, well, LeBron can't shoot better than Durant or Melo, or he can't shoot threes better, I'll give you that. But LeBron is playing to his strengths now. This guy is being an efficient basketball player. He's not taking a bunch of bad shots. He's only taking like one three-pointer, something like that. I mean, this guy is incredibly efficient. He's a walking triple-double. For a guy his size, I mean, he's a power forward playing the small forward position, and now he's going out in the box and everything else. And to me, one of his biggest weaknesses is his mental ability, his mentality. And I've been watching this guy, and I think the game comes so easy to him. I mean, you're watching this man play. I don't know if you guys really pay attention to these games. I'm sure you guys do. LeBron, his game is so far advanced than everybody else. It's ridiculous. And I think he gets bored. I really do. I really do. And there were some rumors going on during the finals last year, the reason why he faltered. And I'm not going to get into that. I guess it was some kind of personal situation. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But that's still no excuse. I know that's easy for me to say when you have a personal situation going on like that, but you still have a job to do, and he failed in the finals, and we all know about how he choked. But at the end of the day, this man is the greatest basketball player on the planet, and it's not even close, in my opinion. And I almost compare him to Dwight Howard in this aspect. Dwight Howard is the defensive player of the year every single year. If he just plays to his potential. It's the same thing with LeBron. LeBron is the regular season MVP every single year if he plays to his potential. Period. And we're talking about a guy that can do it all. This dude can do it all. But what's bothering me most about this situation is I think he has tarnished his legacy. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. LeBron James can play for the New Jersey Nets. He can play for any team. He's still going to be one of the greatest players of all time when it's all said and done. Hell, this guy can play on the moon. He'll be one of the greatest players. I'm talking about being the greatest basketball player of all time, dethroning Michael Jordan. Now, I know that's blasphemous to say that and everything, and I don't think anyone probably can do it. It's just going to be so hard just because of the fact of all the marketing and everything that Michael Jordan has done in his career, and people just etch him as the greatest player, and it's so hard to overcome the king, Michael Jordan. But I've gone on record in saying that I believe LeBron James, when he was with Cleveland and before he went to the NBA, that he has the talent to become the greatest player of all time. I really believe that he could have done it, but now I don't think he can. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Michael Jordan's obviously his career was a lot different than LeBron James. LeBron James chose to go to the Miami Heat and join with Dwayne Wade. Now I know Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen, and it's a lot different situation, but LeBron chose to go with Dwayne Wade, and I really feel like he kind of tarnished his legacy. At the end of the day, I think he'll crack the top 10 of all time, but I don't think he can become the greatest player for the same reason why he wasn't the MVP last year. This is not a fact. This is not a fact. This is opinions. And Michael Jordan, for a fact, is not the greatest player of all time. It's all about our opinions. Because I know a lot of people, a lot of old school players or people, my uncles included and all of them, they think Kareem was better and Wilt Chamberlain was better. Hell, when I was a kid, I remember when I was watching Michael Jordan, one of my uncles used to tell me George Gervin was better. So it's all about opinions and everything else. And in the opinions of a lot of basketball fans and analysts and things like that, LeBron cannot be the greatest player of all time just because he chose to go with Dwayne Wade. And that's unfortunate, because no matter what, he's expected to win championships because he paired up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. And a lot of people felt like he took the easy way out, including me. LeBron James made the decision. He did it, and I'm not telling him that, hey, you made a terrible decision, this, that, and the third, because at the end of the day, it is about winning. But when it's all said and done and you're a grandfather and you're sitting back in your rocking chair looking back at some of the choices that he made, he might regret going to the Miami Heat. Even though he's going to win some championships, there's no way this guy with this team is not going to win championships. And folks, this is another thing. When you watch the games, the Miami Heat games, LeBron James, and no disrespect to Dwayne Wade is a great, great basketball player, but he's nowhere near LeBron James. He's not. But LeBron James doesn't get the best player treatment when it comes to pregame rituals and things like that. And I've talked about that before in my other videos, but I'll reiterate a little bit. He doesn't get called last in the starting lineups. Dwayne Wade does his thing. He points at the crowd before the game. LeBron does his, throws the powder in the air. Dwayne Wade waits till LeBron does all that stuff first, and then Wade does it last because it's his team. And this is why I didn't like LeBron going to the Miami Heat, because that is Dwayne Wade's team, regardless of what LeBron James does this year. LeBron can average 35 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Wade can average 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. It's still Dwayne Wade's team. I mean, you saw it at the end of the games where LeBron was dominating against the Bobcats, and then the other game when he hit the game-winning shot, Wade hit 2 game winners in a row, and LeBron basically carried the team, and then Wade got most of the credit because it's Dwayne Wade's team. And for a player, an all-time great like this, LeBron James, to not even be treated as the best player on his own team, it's a shame. And this is what he chose to do. And I feel like he tarnished his legacy as becoming the greatest basketball player of all time. I don't think he can do it anymore. I don't care even if he gets 7 championships, because I know he's only 27 years old, and Michael Jordan didn't win his first championship till he's 28. But remember, Jordan was in his 7th season. LeBron right now is in his 9th season. So even if LeBron gets 7 or 8 championships, and even if he dominates, it's still going to be hard to surpass Michael Jordan in the public opinion, just for the simple fact of how Jordan did it and how LeBron did it. Let me know your thoughts on that. This is my question for you guys. Jerry's NBA question of the day is, do you think LeBron James can become the greatest basketball player of all time? Let me know what you think, guys, all right? Put that in the comments and let me know your thoughts if LeBron James can become the greatest basketball player of all time. Let me know. And here's my positive thought of the day, NBA Jerry's positive thought of the day. I've been doing this for years. I want you guys to try this for me. Do me a favor, and before you go to bed, read 10 pages of a good book. Now, I'm not talking about Playboy magazine or Sports Illustrated or ESPN the magazine. I'm talking about a good, solid book that will help you in your life. Whatever you do in your living, how you make a living, or what you want to become, something that's going to help you on your journey to be successful. Read 10 good pages. I'm going to tell you why you read 10 pages. One, it's easy. It's attainable. It takes 10, 15, 20 minutes tops. Do it right before you go to bed, so that way everything that you read, it'll soak into your subconscious brain when you're sleeping. So 10 good pages a day turns into 70 pages a week, which is 140 every 2 weeks. You'll read approximately about a book a month. So you can read probably about 10, 12, 15 books a year like that. Now, if you're already on pace to do that, hey, keep doing what you're doing. But if you don't, read any books right now, it's a good practice to do. So do me a favor and try that and let me know how that works out for you guys, okay? Thanks, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. And don't forget, if you can believe it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. You guys know I appreciate it. And remember, folks, always, always treat people how you want to be treated, and everything will be okay. This is NBA Jerry, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.